Tennis Championships, coming to you from Tauranga's Queen Elizabeth Youth Centre, and we are about to spice things up this afternoon. 3 finals matches in store for you. We will be crowning 3 title holders of the North Island, and we'll kickstart things in the men's over 30 singles, which will have Calvin Kwong up against Adrian So. Joining me in commentary is Barry Griffiths. You know a lot about Adrian's game. He trains with you quite often. Doesn't mind filming the odd training session as well. He takes things very seriously.
Oh yeah, Adrian's a keen trainer. He's always got the phone on the tripod filming it. We'll send through links to that later in the day. Analyses everything he does. Very serious about his table tennis, and so he's been a former New Zealand representative player, one of the top player in New Zealand, and is making a comeback and has trained pretty hard for it, hoping to make it back to the New Zealand team for the Oceania Champs coming up. I think selection is due in about a week or so. Barry
Griffiths joining me in commentary, the IFTT CEO of Oceania and also a New Zealand Olympian in table tennis. The list goes on. 8 times national champion Barry. You bring so much literally to this table. What do these players need to bring to their table to take out this final clash?
Well, Adrian's got some really good power in his forehand. If he can get his attack in first against Kelvin, I think Kelvin will struggle to counteract that. Kelvin's got quite good serves and good ball control, but just not quite the same firepower. But if he can restrict Adrian, then there are times when Adrian can make some mistakes. So that will be interesting. I mean, I'd favour Adrian to take this one out, but Kelvin has done very well. Interesting thing, if you're watching Kelvin hitting his backhand now, you could say he's hitting it with the back of the bat. He's pen grip, but he's not hitting it with the front side of the back. You look at that, the back side of the bat he's hitting it with. That's been a relatively modern innovation that a number of pen grip Asian players will do, because traditionally the backhand was a bit weak, and this has been a way to overcome it and create power.
Okay, let's get this final underway. Calvin Kwong of the Bay of Plenty to serve first.
Good serves, Calvin. Yeah, and he's gone for that reverse backhand attack, and Adrian's just counter-attacked straight away. Perfect response from Adrian.
He's a very clever player, is Adrian So.
You can see that Adrian's obviously had some tough matches. He's already sweating quite hard, and the game here has only just begun.
Day 2 of competition. Let's not underestimate the physical demands there is on the body to play table tennis at this level.
Yeah, you've got to work hard. Nice cross-court forehand from Kelvin there, and we're square at 1-1. Adrian likes to serve from that backhand corner and be there for his forehand. Oh, yeah. That reverse backhand's effective. It could be a game changer if he can continue that.
Calvin Kwong from the Bay of Plenty with the hometown advantage here in Tauranga. We are coming to you from the Queen Elizabeth Youth Centre. He trains here and he plays here.
Oh, nice serve and forehand combination. Kelvin misread the serve, pops up a bit, and Adrian puts the forehand away.
Is the serve one of the strongest point of Adrian So's game?
I would say not, actually. I think it's not that hard to see what's going on with Adrian's serve from just my experience of playing it, so I think Kelvin will figure it out pretty quickly. On the other hand, I think Adrian may have more trouble with Kelvin's serves.
You're watching the final of the men's singles over 30s competition for the North Island Championships, open to everyone around the country, predominantly attended to by associations throughout the North Island, although 18 associations are represented at this tournament, which is the second largest on the table tennis New Zealand calendar.
Oh, and he is having trouble, isn't he? So
well left by So.
He comes inside the ball and sweeps across, wrist lifting up, giving the topspin, not seeing.
Adrian So leading this first set 6-3 against Calvin Kwong. They've had to battle their way throughout the preliminary rounds, the quarterfinals, semi-finals, to make their way through to this title shot.
great serve. That totally catches Adrian.
More of that from Kwong.
Moves Kelvin very wide to the forehand, but good footwork by Kelvin. And again, Adrian's moving him really wide, so he's testing out the moving of Kelvin. That time point for Adrian. Towel break, a little bit hot and tired out there.
Well, it's been a big couple of days for these athletes, certainly.
A lot of matches in a short period of time.
Both of them have just come off their semi-final.
Yeah, it's like one match after the other, so we're not just watching one match here, but a whole continuation of matches. It's a bit lucky for Adrian there.
Takes the point.
Oh, reverse serve, good, and nice attack. Wow!
Oh, great rally.
What a backhand from Adrian.
Superb backhanders from both players. Get to take another look at it.
Look at this. Yes, this next one here. Bang. Just a punch shot.
Sol to serve.
Good tight serve. Adrian looks to go one game up here. On serve.
Too long that time from Calvin Kwong. And in the hot seat and the box seat to take that first set is Adrian So of Auckland. He seems very much in control. He's one athlete that you know a lot about, Barry Griffiths, as you train with him weekly. Does he have many weaknesses that can be targeted?
He does, I'm afraid.
Let's talk about them. Tell me now, just in case I play him next week.
As with many players, there is a real challenge for Adrian out of his middle, both backhand side and forehand side. If you're picking it, if he's moving around his backhand, you go wide to his backhand, you'll get his middle. If he moves across to the middle to hit his backhand, and you see that, you go the other side into his forehand. It can tie him up quite a lot. Adrian also struggles against the long serve, so I'd expect if Kelvin can figure that out, Adrian quite often comes close to the table, gets caught by that serve.
How long do you think it will take Calvin Kwong to figure that out?
I don't know. I haven't seen much of Kelvin play. I mean, he's got good serves. I'd expect him to do it. He's already caught Adrian out in a big way on one serve, so he should try it. Sometimes it requires confidence. That's a good return.
Very good placement from Calvin Kwong that time. Goes 2-love up and serving in the second set. The tide is turning.
Wow. Nice attack to the backhand. Adrian waiting there. That's what I find with Adrian, is he often waits when defending on the backhand side. So Kelvin needs to be careful of that.
Off the tape that time, and fortune favours the tape player.
Fortunate. There's the long serve. Oh, what a response.
Lovely return of serve that time from Adrian Sol.
He only just reached it, and yet look at the execution. So Adrian, watching his footwork here, he steps forward. It surprises him, but he maintains his balance beautifully.
Still well balanced for that shot. Incredible stuff.
It was a great shot.
Not much in this second set, 3-2 to Adrian Sol. He is in the grey shirt closest to your screens, Auckland based, taking on Calvin Kwong with the Bay of Plenty in blue.
Oh, he crushes that serve.
Great angle
Sees
shot.
the topspin, and that's the risk with doing a short topspin. It can expose you to that shot.
Perfect placement of the cameras to take a look at that low shot. That was outstanding. You can see it from a player's eyes that way.
Yeah. And on the table behind us, we have a little bit of a surprise at this stage with Timothy Choi leading Max Henderson 2-0.
Timothy Choi winning the under-15s boys title yesterday against August Zhao. What a match that was. One of the most entertaining we had seen all weekend.
A great match.
There wouldn't be too many people that would pick
what a serve.
Choi to beat Henderson.
That's brilliant play. That's great serving from Kelvin. So yeah, that is in the under-21, that match between Choi and Henderson, under-21 semi-final.
Oh, went for that.
Beautiful, beautiful footwork. I mean, Kelvin's return was quite wide, so not a bad return at all, and Adrian just crushed it.
We don't have confirmation of Adrian So's age. We know he's over 30. We're assuming round about 38, but he's got the footwork of a table tennis player. Just as I said it, many years he's junior. He recovers from that one okay, shakes it off, gets back into position and ready for the serve from Kwong.
Sometimes when you move a long way around your backhand, you almost have to overbalance sideways to create enough room to swing, and that's what happened there. Yeah, nice heavy return into the Kelvin backhand. It's quite tight here. Oh, look at that reverse serve with kick on it. You could see Adrian was a little slow getting to it, and the reaching for it, stretching for it, you lose a little control, and the spin took effect.
Put too much on it on the return of that one.
Look at that action from Kelvin, beautiful.
He loves that shot.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Pancake flip. I'm loving that.
Wonderful shot.
It's in his resume of shots for Calvin Kwong. We expect to see more of that. He's leading this set 5-8.
Yeah, a long serve from the forehand corner. That caught him out. Well done, Adrian. So 8-6, Kelvin serving, and Adrian's had trouble with the last couple of serves. Let with the ball entering the court. Replay.
It was a good serve from Kwong.
Sometimes it's frustrating. You do a good serve and a let happens. And anyway, reset. Here we go. Oh, long serve to the backhand. Catches Adrian cramped in his body. Can't execute.
Kwong might pick up on that and do some more.
I find that to be a very effective serve against Adrian. I think it's definitely good, worth doing again. Beautiful play by both players there. Noting that Kelvin followed up after the long serve. He followed up with a short serve wide to the forehand. Expecting, and he got the weak return.
It's amazing Adrian So got to that backhand, isn't it?
Well, he's always waiting on the backhand, and Kelvin perhaps has not figured that out. So when he's going for that kill attack, much better to go to the forehand side. Adrian is not waiting there at all.
He's trailing by 1 in this second set with the serve as Adrian Saul.
What a shot, Lavina. I just gotta love that.
One of the best shots of the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, penhold players are not supposed to be able to do this. So lovely push by Adrian. Look at that action down the line. Clean winner. Adrian, his shoulders slump, nothing he can do.
Fabulous slow-mo replay to get great vision of the trajectory of that ball. Here to take the set and serving, Calvin Kwong.
Oh, good serve, good return. You notice that Kelvin hooked that to the forehand, and what did Adrian do? Chased it with his backhand. So if Kelvin observes that, figures that out, he'll do that more, and Adrian will have a lot of trouble with it. See how far he hooked it across, and Adrian should have been on the forehand for that.
It is about this stage in a match, 2 sets in, when you can pick up on the strengths and weaknesses of the opposing player. Adrian So there getting some carbohydrate into him, deciding to have a panana to try and give him some immediate energy. We mentioned he came straight off a semi-final clash. Both players did, and it looks as though they're in it for the long haul. At the moment, it is 1 set apiece. Very little separating these two talented players competing in the men's over 30 open men's singles.
Adrian's had to work hard. He's had gout earlier this year, actually, which was it meant some time off training. Gets back to training, and what does he get? COVID. So he's back now after that, but he's had a bit of time off enforced, unfortunately for him. What a combination.
Lovely.
Beautiful serve, big forehand.
The COVID disruptions affecting most sports across Aotearoa, including table tennis. This is the first North Island Championships and a tournament nationally held since 2019. The last was in Christchurch. The last one of this size in Tauranga was in 2018. Great to see the tables ticking away back in action again.
On the next court, we have Henderson versus Choi, and Choi is 2 points away from victory here. It is 11 all in the third game. Could go either way, but Henderson is in danger.
We're in the third set this time with Calvin Kwong serving to Adrian Saw, leading 3-1.
Long serve, and Adrian is ready for it this time and follows up with a forehand to win the point. That'll have Kelvin having a few doubts because that had been effective before, so it could be very helpful for Adrian. You can see Kelvin pausing to think. He'll probably go short, as he does.
Take a towel break as Calvin Kwong leads 4-2 in this third set. Every 6 points there's an opportunity for the players to wipe the sweat from their forehead and take a breather in anticipation of what is to come. So down 2-4 in the third with the serve.
What a shot, Kelvin.
Great shot.
Nice
Calvin
forehand,
Kwong.
Adrian. Kelvin rips a counter loop back past him.
And there was nothing wrong with the forehand
No,
from
look
So.
at this though. He comes around and what a shot. Short swing, uses Adrian's speed of Adrian's shot. Wonderful.
There are some players that have mastered that short swing. It comes in handy, doesn't it?
Matt Ball certainly showed a number of those yesterday.
He featured heavily on day one of the North Island Table Tennis Championships, taking out the men's doubles with Matthew Ball, along with Max Henderson.
And just behind us, we can just see that Max Henderson has just saved 1 match point, and it's now at 13 all. 2 sets to love. So, yeah, very close.
Gripping table tennis here in Tauranga. We hardly know where to look, but we can only have cameras on one table. So we're bringing you the final of the men's over 30s.
This is tight here.
The ascendancy has changed throughout the match. At the moment, it is Calvin Kwong with the Bay of Plenty leading in this third set. Great rally.
Nicely played by Kelvin there.
Table tennis.
Yeah. And just a little update, Max Henderson cheats death there to take that third game. He's still alive. It's now 2 games to 1 to Timothy Choi. And back with Adrian serving here.
He's a battler, that Max Henderson. He does love to win. He doesn't give up easily.
He is the character of the event.
And let's be honest, it doesn't hurt the sport of table tennis to have a few characters.
No. Very good fun. This is a wonderful rally here that we've got a replay of. Beautiful backhand. Cramps him up and punches the winner down the line.
Great punch.
Extremely hard to execute. Kelvin needs to attack the middle or the forehand, not the backhand.
Goes one ahead, does Calvin Kwong. 3 up.
Adrian having a few troubles on receive here. Kelvin does have good serves. There you go. Big wrist action coming in. Oh, topspin. Adrian pulls it down. Oh, and he attacks the forehand this time, which is the go-to spot for Adrian here. A little bit of trouble in there. So Kelvin's obviously thinking about it. High serve and gets away with it, but clean winner on the follow-up. Wow, Kelvin's moving beautifully. Adrian just looks at him as like, wow.
1 point away from taking this next game. Going 2 sets to 1 up. It's Calvin Kwong.
Goes for the wide serve, makes Kelvin stretch.
Good idea.
Yeah, Kelvin reached a bit for that. Maybe didn't realise he wasn't in position and makes the error. Kelvin, 2 serves. Normal. Again, attacks the forehand. That's where I'm saying. That's where you go.
It's first to 11, and this time it was Calvin Kwong. He beats Adrian So in this third set, 11-6. It is 2 sets to 1 in favour of the Bay of Plenty athlete there on your screen.
Well, it's not normally the go-to to attack your opponent's forehand because that's often attacking their strength and inviting a counter-attack. But in the case of Adrian, he's often very well set up for his backhand, which, does leave the door open on the forehand side. I think Kelvin has figured that out now, and that gave him that comfortable third game using that strategy. So
2 sets to 1. First to 5 for these athletes. So winning the first 11-5, and then Calvin Kwong too good in the second and the third, getting to 11 first, 11-8 and 11-6. Adrian Sol to serve here in the fourth set of the men's over 30s final.
It's got to be a 5-gamer, doesn't it? Don't you think?
I think so.
Wow, big serve, big combination.
And lovely forehand.
Executes well. A little bit long, just came over the end of the table and allowing Calvin enough room to get a forehand attack on.
I like how Calvin Kwong isn't afraid to go for that winner.
Oh, yeah, he's good. That's a lovely serve. Again, attacking the forehand. He's clearly figured that out now, and Adrian's struggling against that.
Then don't change it, Adrian Kwong.
Yeah, well, you look at the replay here. You'll note that Kelvin doesn't hit it too hard. Oh, beautiful.
So, to serve again, we're all locked up in the fourth set.
So you say?
Adrian So serving, goes short.
Oh, God, great rally, and Adrian survives.
The table
Wonderful.
was there for Calvin Kwong.
Yeah,
all he had to do was make contact.
Yeah, but it was just getting one more ball back, even just get one more back, the pressure that puts on the opponent. Wonderful. Oh, he goes for the backhand punch again. Yeah, Kelvin just seems to be slightly on top here. Adrian needs to change something. Look at this, yeah. Survives again, and he misses the open door.
It's one of those shots when you look back on the coverage later today, you totally regret that miss. There'll be a few of them. That one will stand out.
Oh, it's great control, Adrian. Oh, wonder if there's just a little fatigue kicking in. Did he take that a bit casual, not move fully? Should not have missed that.
That net is just 15 centimetres above the table. Not a lot of room to work with, but when it hits it, you regret it.
A beautiful forehand. I thought Adrian's return was good there.
Adrian Sol to serve. This is the final of the men's over 30 competition here at the North Island Champs in Tauranga. First competition lined up. It's 2-1 in favour of Calvin Kwong of the Bay of Plenty. So they're serving on the screens.
What a return.
Lovely return. One of the best we've seen this afternoon.
It's high risk, but he's pulled that off a few times now.
He's not shy to play a risky game of table tennis. It's paying off for Calvin Kwong.
Oh, no way. Adrian hit the perfect shot, and Kelvin hits a better one.
That must be such a confidence booster as a table tennis player.
That's painful. Look at Adrian. He's come around. He's picked the long serve. And how on earth did Kelvin do that?
How did he read it so quickly?
I don't know.
Reaction time is
just
milliseconds.
Crazy shot. These young over 30s are just, yeah.
This could be one title you can embark upon next time, Barry Griffiths. After going to the Olympics in '88 and being a national champion by 8 times. A record that still stands. I think we need to remind our daily viewers.
Yeah.
I said it enough yesterday. There's no one competing here today that can win a national title for the 8th time, so you live to breathe another year.
Well, there you go. I think I'm probably better at talking about it these days.
So to serve, he's down by 2 in the fourth set.
Strong return again. That little forehand flick that Kelvin does on the return of serve is very effective. It's a difficult shot to do.
It's masterful, and he makes it look so easy.
So what to do on the serve here? Onto the backhand.
Oh, wow.
Nice tight return.
Didn't come over the tape.
Well, I think he played the right shot. Kelvin's still playing confidently and boldly, and that's the way to go.
8-6 in
And
the
serving,
fourth.
so how Adrian's got to return serve well here. This is critical. What a
Straight
shot.
at the body. It's my favourite shot.
I know.
Straight at the body.
But he's faint. It looks like he's going down the forehand. Look at this. Looks like the forehand, and then he just breaks the arm, goes into the body.
So hard to play that shot unless you move out of the way.
How do you know that it's going there? Reverse serve with backspin. Ball dies a bit on Adrian.
Beaten by the spin that time.
Yeah, it was the flight. That ball stopped on him, and it's an air swing, but it was as a result of a great serve. So this is it. Do or die, Mr. Adrian So.
Match point for Calvin Kwong receiving the ball.
Well, he was going to have a go at it, you could see.
He wound up.
Yeah, what have we got, Adrian? Short serve, short return. Oh, nice attack. Did that hit?
That's the point allocated
really?
to Calvin Kwong. And that is the North Island title as well. Difficult to perceive. I saw the hand and apology go up, but
must have just caught the edge.
You take it every time, especially when it decides who is going to be the North Island champion. You are looking at the best men's over 30s player in all of the North Island.
Calvin Kwong, what a result for Calvin.
A local hero here in the Bay of Plenty.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an upset, actually, but the way Calvin played, he deserved that. I thought he played a sensational game.
He's not shrouded with fans or coaches either, is Calvin Kwong. It's like he just decided to come out for the afternoon and thought, I may as well contest the table tennis, see if I can win myself a title.
He's probably just told the wife and kids, I'm popping out for a few hours. I've actually done that before.
I bet you have. There's not much lawn mowing happening this weekend.
Well, a couple of years ago, I'd often have a hit of table tennis on a Saturday.
It's a good day to hit.
Yeah, so not always, only staying out for a few hours. So particular Saturday, I thought I'll play this tournament. I won't say anything. And
all-day tournament?
Well, I turned up late and played afternoon, finished at 9 o'clock at night, knowing I might not be that popular arriving home. And
oh no, in the doghouse, in the table tennis doghouse.
Never mind. It was a bit of fun. It was good.
Did you win the tournament?
It was the Counties Open, and I did win. And
did you take home prize money?
I did. I actually gave my wife a little bit of money. So here's what I got, dear.
Yeah. Great stuff. So we do have a winner of our over 30s men's singles. It is Calvin Kwong of the Bay of Plenty. Stay with us, table tennis fans. We still have 2 matches to go to show you, including the under 21s men's singles final once we have our semi-finalists lined up, and then we'll count down to the men's C grade singles finals as well. If you want to find out who they are, stick with us here. The coverage will continue on Stringshot.
Wow. Well, we have Henderson and Choi, our 2 games all now.
We have saved the best till last. An absolute cracker heading your way as Max Henderson has managed to secure a place in the final of the men's under-21s singles. He will be up against Alex Liu Chao, who has had to fight to get his place into the final. On shot there, you can see Max Henderson. He was trailing his semi-final in the 5th set by Love 6. We thought he was done and dusted, but the fans started standing up and the attention was there for this young boy from formerly of Tauranga Boys College. That's who he's up against, Alex Liu Chao, one of the fittest competitors here at the North Island Champs. These two players know how each other play, have been competitors for years. They're both fierce competitors, Barry Griffiths, and we expect to see the best from them in this final.
It's going to be a great game. In general, Alex has had the edge when they've competed, but just watching the end of that last match that Max played, the level he was playing at was so high, he really could challenge Alex here. This is going to be an interesting match. And Alex, as fit as he is, had a little chat with him earlier. How you feeling? He just said, my body hurts everywhere.
It's been a massive weekend for both of these athletes.
Yeah, oh, it's tough. But he's fit. He'll come right. And same with Max.
Max Henderson does like playing with the bandana. We talked before about superstitions and creatures of habit. He has a specific way of folding it up, a favourite bandana, and it's been working in his favour so far throughout the tournament. Both of these young men have competed in the open department of the North Island Championships. They've had fierce schedules that they have had to abide by. It's been non-stop table tennis, but this is what it is all about. We have come down to the final of the under-21s men's competition. You're watching the North Island Table Tennis Championships. We are coming to you live from Tauranga's Queen Elizabeth Youth Centre. If you're a fan of table tennis, strap yourself in. If you're not a fan of table tennis, prepare to become one. This will be magnificent.
Yeah, just watching them warm up as well is exciting, I think. I mean, look at the power that's going into that ball there, the speed of it, it's just blurring.
How would you describe the different styles of each player?
Well, Max is more explosive. He's got the power. He can hit winners off both wings. Alex is power strong but steady, not as powerful as Max, but he just does not miss. Alex is super solid. Max can have bad patches here and there and just lose a series of points. Yeah, we watch Max. He's strong off both backhand and forehand. He likes to step back from the table a little bit and just loop that ball, just like he is here. Looking at that backhand, how quickly he accelerates into the ball. He's just stepped up and they're just blocking together. Alex is doing a few attacks. But here we go. Looks like they're ready to start.
Make no mistake, both these players are in Tauranga for one reason alone, and that is to return home as the individual title holder for the men's under-21s. They'll have great aspirations of representing their country at an international stage. The Commonwealth Games one year, or perhaps the Olympics. This is a stepping stone for both of them. This is definitely the game of the day, if not the match of the tournament. Max Henderson of Tauranga to serve first.
And he goes for the big backhand and just misses it. This is a big match for both of them because there is national team selection for the men's team to the Oceania Champs. That's happening next week, so this result could have quite an impact on the selection.
How many players from this tournament would you expect to make that Oceania team?
So I think on the men's team, I think they're selecting either 4 or 5 players. I'm not sure, but no more than that. So you can see from the start here that Alex has played solidly and steadily, and Max has just started a little slowly, so he just can't afford to do that because Alex just does not make errors.
That's a great shot.
Wonderful forehand crossball. Safe serve, Max attacks it. Oh, well done, Alex. Good defence.
So quick, great shot selection there from Alex Luchal. Well done, Max Henderson, to get a point on the board. He's a confidence player. He rides on confidence, doesn't he? He doesn't want to look around and see the donut on the scoreboard.
No. He's always expecting to win. Every match he plays, he expects to win. That was well controlled by Max, just a little bit loose at the end.
Early stages of this final. It's in the first set, and it is Alex Luchal leading 4-1. Luchal with facing the ball from the serve of Henderson.
Oh, good serve. And he's got a weak return and hammers the forehand.
Certainly has the support of the local crowd here, does Max Henderson. The family and friends have turned out to support the golden boy of the Bay.
Alex attempts to go to the forehand side to create an opening. Max was waiting. They've just had the first towel break and they're back. As you see here, there have been just a few loose errors from Max, enabling Alex to pull away.
The point allocated that time to Luchal. Service with Henderson, 3-5. Down by 2 in the opening set. This will be the best of 5 to decide the title holder.
Look at that great defence. Amazing. From metres behind the table, Alex pulls out a winning forehand.
Doesn't matter where he is, how far back or how close to the table. If that forehand is on song, it means points.
Wow. Wow.
Max Henderson that time says, I'm sick of this. I need to claim and own this game, and that's what he does. So the cheers go up from the crowd.
That's a big don't argue with that last
First
forehand,
one wasn't
isn't it?
good enough. The second
Bang.
one was.
Huge forehand.
That's how I love it, is what Max Henderson says.
And he's pumped up now.
4 sets, 6-4, leading Alex Chow.
Side spin, topspin serve, and Max loose on the return. Not a strength of his, that sort of return. He's great in the rally.
Lovely serve, though.
Yeah. Again, you'll notice there that Alex is able to get his attack in. Max is just a little bit soft in that first phase of the rally, which allows Alex to take the initiative. Although he did miss that, but it was still Alex's advantage.
So the advantage is with Alex Luchal, leading by 2 against the serve of Henderson now.
What a backhand.
I haven't seen a lot of that from Henderson. That was smart. That was gorgeous.
Yeah, he's tempting Alex to start with the backhand flick, and then he's waiting. There he goes, bang, just waiting for it.
Fist pump goes up. Happy with that one. Down by just 1 now. Serving for the second time, Henderson.
Here it is again.
Rally. Wow.
Oh, wonderful.
Didn't you love that?
Yeah, and this is where Max is strong. When he gets into these longer rallies, his power starts to show its advantage.
Quick look to the ceiling from Alex Luchal, asking what's going on
I
at
think
7
Alex
all.
is a little passive. He's got it when he attacks. He's got to put a little more into it. Yep, that nice attack. Max tried a bit too much there. Unusual return.
Like anticipated, nothing in this clash. Two young guns of table tennis.
Max has
Battling it
fought
out.
back well. 8-all. Look Look at that tight return. Max turned around to try and attack it. It was too short. It was going to bounce twice. Caught him out.
Just 2 points away from taking that first set is Li Chao. Saying hi to mum and dad if they're not here is Max Henderson. Too long.
Again, you notice Alex is able to get the first attack in. It's applying a lot of pressure to Max and forcing him to take risks that he doesn't want to take, but he's really got to stop letting Alex get that first attack in, otherwise he'll be in trouble here.
Every 6 points a tail break, just a short one. Just a few seconds to regroup, take the sweep off and back into it. Set a point here for Alex Li Chao and serving.
2 serves to take the game. Short 2 bouncer, around he goes again. And again, that's a result of Alex getting in first. Max has got to not make it so easy for Alex to start with his attack.
Taking the first set in this men's under-21s North
this
Island
is that
Championship
classic
final.
rally.
Puts the fist out. So what do you suggest Max Henderson does in this second set to try and win the game?
Well, I think when he returns serve, he's got to look to return it so that it bounces twice on Alex's side. First of all, he's got to stay a little bit closer to the table. Max is sitting back a little bit because if Alex plays long, that will enable him to hit a powerful attack. I think he's got to sacrifice that a little bit in order to try and get his attack in first. Stay a bit closer, play more 2 bounce returns. If he's going to play a long return, I think a long return to Alex's middle is going to get him a weaker attack from Alex and a chance to counter-attack.
A few words of wisdom there from my commentary partner Barry Griffiths. Went to the Olympics in 1988, 8 times national champion, now the CEO of the IFTT Oceania. Busy man. That title, we can't fit that all on one graphic.
It's a long title, isn't it?
It is a long,
Imagine
long
if you had to say the words out.
Serving in the second set is Alex Li Chao. This is the final of the men's under-21s here at the North Island Champs, Tauranga.
What a rally.
2 of the best young players in the country going head-to-head.
Alex has a terrific defence. You've just got to keep attacking at him and work your way through the point. Not easy. Bit of a brick wall.
Between the players trying to rev themselves up, knowing exactly what's going wrong and what they need to do to get it right.
Oh, beautiful counter-attack, isn't it?
So much pace. So hard to react to that one.
Yeah, the placement against Alex is crucial.
Far left-hand corner in the red jersey, you can see Max Henderson's father, Paul, his biggest fan and his firmest critic.
Terrific serve, went to the forehand side. Max stepped across with the backhand, which is a mistake, and that forced the error.
This is a danger period for Max Henderson, trailing 1-4 in the second, losing the first.
Oh, wonderful. Where I'm saying he has to get in, he has to do that sort of thing. That was a really difficult shot to execute.
We feel very fortunate to be witnessing this table tennis match. Some magnificent display of table tennis right here in front of us. You're watching it via stream shop on Sky Sport thanks to Table Tennis New Zealand. Too far back.
Well, and that ball was going to bounce twice. There's no doubt that when Max came in swinging, he was worried about losing his thumb, hitting it on the edge of the table, which happens. And he had to check his shot, resulted in the error. If he didn't want to break his hand. Great control from Alex, sorry.
Right place, right idea. Just had too much on it this time.
Yeah,
Max
look, it's
Henderson.
good. He's gotten in, he's worked hard to get in, he stepped around. That was hittable.
Perfect placement,
Yeah.
just didn't drop enough.
Yeah.
Not enough spin to make it drop.
It was a good option.
Up 6-2 at the moment is Alex Chow. Make that 7-2. He's chasing victory in the second set, won the first.
Interesting you see there that Max did go to Alex's middle and Alex pivoted and hit a nice forehand from it. The thing with Alex is he's probably got fewer weaknesses than any player I've seen.
That's the second time today I've seen that behind the back shot.
Yeah, he's gone for the miracle behind the back shot.
Well, sometimes when there's nothing else, give it a crack.
He's having a look at the camera.
We loved that, don't you worry, Max Henderson, we loved it.
Well, it's not probably a winning play overall.
Depends what you're trying to win. Great shot.
Notice that time, Max's serve was longer. So Alex is looking to be ready for the short serve. That serve went quite a lot longer, and that made it much harder for Max to keep short.
You've got the whole body in the air for that forehand shot.
And yeah, great attack follow-up. Risky though, if you continue doing long serves, it's open to being attacked by the opponent. So it's more a variation than something you can do all the time. That was Max was leaning on the left leg there. You really need to have the weight on the right leg and pushing in. When the weight's on the left leg, you don't get the lift and you often hit the ball in the net. So I'm wondering if that's, well, it's certainly not moving properly. Is that fatigue? I mean, he's had a lot of matches and a really tough match he's just come from against Timothy Choi, winning 3-2 in the semi-final.
He has already won a title in the men's open doubles.
What is that? That is not good. You know, you have a ball to hit, you hit it. Got away with it though.
4-9, Henderson in the second, 2 points away from taking this second set. 2 from 5 if he can get there. Great placement off the net, clawing his way back as Henderson likes to do.
He is. It's an uncharacteristic error from Alex, not a difficult shot. So feeling the pressure just a little. A big moment. If Max can get 2 points on his own serve here, it really puts the pressure back on. It's a great return. Keeps it short. You could see Max setting for his attack, but the return was too short.
Both players looking for selection in the New Zealand side to compete at the Oceania Championships, which is in
early September in Melbourne.
Not too far away at all. Wound that up.
Wound it up. Alex was a little passive there, just putting the ball in play, hoping for an error. You can't really do that at this level.
Henderson will take advantage of any passive play. That time he did. He seems to be at his best, Henderson, when he strikes the ball with loads of power and backs himself. Now he has to receive the serve. Set point to Alex Chow.
Oh, lovely return. Slightly loose serve, but what a forehand put away. Alex will be feeling a little nervous now. I'm expecting that Alex will do a very safe short serve because Max put the longer one away.
We just witnessed Max Henderson in his semi-final pull back from love 7 in the last against Timothy Choi.
So short serve. Yep. Yeah.
Good idea, poor execution.
Max was stretching for that ball. I'm not sure what he was expecting, but he reached for it and was not quite in position to execute that shot. So 2 games to love to Alex. Looking strong at this stage.
You are watching the final of the men's under-21s at the North Island Table Tennis Championships. We have had so much table tennis on offer over the past 2 days, and it has culminated with this final clash between 2 of the best young players in the country, vying for a North Island title and also hoping to impress selectors that will be choosing a side to head to the Oceania Championships in a few months' time in Melbourne. Some words of wisdom there for Max from his coach and dad, Paul. He's trailing 2 sets to love, losing the first 8-11 and the second 7-11. Meanwhile, Alex Chow just goes about his business as he has done all weekend, and I envisage as he has his whole life.
I think you're probably right. It's interesting, you know, Max goes for advice. Alex goes to the bench all alone, seeking his own advice, really probably just taking a little mental break for 1 minute.
He'll take some advice from you when you train with him next, I reckon. Barry Griffiths.
Well, I wouldn't mind taking some from him. He's pretty good. Great return.
A frustrated shot that time from Henderson.
Yeah, I mean, he's gone for the long serve and then the counter attack, but the quality of that return was high. Made it very risky. Lucky for Max there. Again, a lovely tight return from Alex. So what we're seeing is the early phase of the point, Alex is controlling, and the player who controls the early phase, the serve or the return, is the person that's likely to win the match in the end. And that's what we've seen throughout this. That's why Alex is leading 2 games to love.
This is a best of 5. The title will be decided perhaps in 3, 4 or 5, depending on the performances of our 2 athletes. At the moment, Henderson trailing 1-2 in the third. In the hot seat is Alex Muchal.
Well, Henderson's just come back from 2-love down in his semi-final against Timothy Choi, so he's done it before. I get the feeling he may not be able to pull it off this time. Alex is so solid.
You pinpointed Alex Muchal at the start of this tournament to do very well indeed. Have you been impressed with what you have seen from this young Aucklander?
I'm seeing yesterday and today what I've seen from Alex all year. Just that he's incredibly solid and he applies a lot of pressure to his opponents. And it just starts to tell after a while. Yeah, he makes no mistakes. He makes everyone work hard. This is Max doing a serve he hasn't done before, and that caught Alex out. And note that he got a good start to the rally, took the point.
And he may have to vary those serves.
Yeah, I agree. He's got to do different
things. The
things.
counter's so good.
Got to do different things.
Right, there's a towel break.
So we're looking at that serve, and that's what they call a tomahawk serve there, and it pops up from Alex, and he looks like is he gonna go wide to the forehand, hesitates for a minute, which causes the feint, and then proceeds with hooking wide to the forehand. So that's like a little double bluff there from Max, and yeah.
How difficult is it to implement a tomahawk serve?
I mean, it's no more difficult than any other serve. It's not as common. Most players do what's called the pendulum serve, which is like underarm, and a tomahawk is more like an overarm, a little bit like a tennis in a way. So that serve that Alex just did was what they'd call a pendulum, underarm.
That shot that Yao Chao just did was magnificent.
Yeah, beautiful forehand.
He doesn't celebrate often, but the left arm went out and the fist was closed, and he knows he's sensing something special.
He's quiet, but he's very determined. And once again, it was an opportunity created from a good serve and Max struggling with the return. So there it is again, and once again, Alex gets in his attack in. But a beautiful counter from Max.
The nice counter going across the table is beneficial for Max Henderson at this stage.
I do like that play. That one, not only is it a nice aggressive shot, if Alex is able to get across to return that ball, his backhand will be vacant. So it's a very, very good play. Nice.
Oh, so far back. Can you believe Muchal got to that?
Wow.
Incredible rally.
It's incredible, isn't it?
That's as deep.
Meters behind the
that's
table.
As deep behind the table as he could possibly get.
Got back into the point too.
Henderson leading by 1 in the third set.
Henderson breathing heavily here. I just noted after that point. What a block. He's out-positioned Alex nicely there.
Henderson gets the point and takes the lead for the first time in a very long time. 4-6. Yao Chao to serve.
Short serve. What a point.
Stand up and enjoy the spectacle, table tennis fans. That was remarkable.
Wow, look at them reaching around. Incredible shots right from out by the barrier. And you don't hear Alex get vocal like that very often. Very excited, knows how important that point is.
He would like to wrap it up in 3 sets. He mentioned to you before how sore and tired he was at the end of yesterday's play.
I'm sure that Max is too. Back at 6-all now.
It's incredible the exertion and stamina it takes to participate in table tennis at this level. We have watched it all weekend. It's exhausting watching.
It's tiring, isn't it?
Imagine playing.
I think it's a little easier talking about it. Slightly long. Passive, a bit too passive there, Alex. And it's one thing to attack, but to attack passively is not really going to have much impact on your opponent like that. And you see, outmaneuvered on the table, all the time controlled by Max. You've got to put more into it, Alex, if you're going to attack. Like that. A couple of big points by Max. He's gaining confidence, and Alex is just a little tentative.
He's gaining confidence. He is a confident player who's up by 2. 6-8 to serve is Liu Chao. What will Henderson do to grab another?
Safe short serve. Alex is getting in, attacking, but again, a bit soft. Gets away with it.
That point went to Liu Chao.
Went to Max's forehand middle, which was effective, but I just thought he should have done more earlier in that rally. Alex has pretty much just been sticking with the safe short serve.
He's been consistent with that, hasn't he?
Yeah. What a rally.
Went for
Max
the correct
goes
side
too
much
big
off
too
it.
soon.
The idea is great.
Long walk to pick that ball up for Alex Liu. It's right down the other end of the stadium now.
And he's in no rush.
He needs a breather.
So he has managed to fight back in this set, has Alex Liu Chao. He's already 2 sets to love up on Max Henderson. He was trailing by 2. He's fought back. Henderson to serve.
This is where Alex has returned the serve short and tight, just like that. And Max can't get in. But what I don't understand, he returned that short. Max's following return was long enough to attack, and Alex chose to just defend.
Hesitant.
Not sure. Don't understand that at all. Why not attack it?
Henderson on serve, looking to go 2 ahead and 1 away from taking the set.
Henderson counter-attack on the forehand, clips the edge. There's no play on that possible for Alex. That's unlucky.
That's the 18th point. 3 sixes are 18. That means they have a towel break.
See, that ball clips the edge. Is just impossible to play against. It's very unlucky.
Set point to Max Henderson, receiving the serve from Alex Liu Chao.
Nice variation on the return. Caught Alex out. Game Max.
So the tables have turned here at the North Island Championships with 2 convincing victories in the opening sets to Alex Liu Chao. Now we have just witnessed him taking out the 3rd.
Yeah, big fist pump at the end of that game from Max. He's fighting hard. Last match of the tournament. Maximum of 2 games to go. You've got to leave everything out there.
He doesn't stop, does Max Henderson? Always moving.
Energizer Bunny.
Always in preparation. What do you think is going through Alex Liu Chao's mind right now as he faced defeat in that set?
I'm not sure, but he's a very smart kid. I hope he's thinking that he has to be more positive with his own attack rather than just putting the ball on and trying to feed off Max's errors. The problem, if you're relying on Max's errors, is the moment that he stops making those, he will run away from you. So Alex has got to take a bit more of this into his own hands. He's still controlling the early phase of the points on serve and receive. He has the opportunity to attack, and he needs to choose to do that. If he lets Max get attack going on him, it will not work well, in my opinion. So that's the way. Yeah, get that first phase attack in. creates the pressure on Henderson.
Centre stage here in Tauranga for the North Island Championships. 185 competitors, 606 entries, 47 events, and this is the main event today. The men's under-21s final.
Oh! He's fired up, Alex, now, isn't he? Attacking hard.
He doesn't often express himself in any way, but the fist pump is happening and the groan is out. And he's sensing something special. He doesn't want it to go 4-5 sets.
Oh, an unusual serve there. Don't see that very often. Looking at that serve, here it is. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's an old-fashioned Stellan Bengtsson type of serve. It will mean probably nothing to most people, but it surprises Alex. Nice backhand, and we're squared up at 2-all.
Such an important moment in this match. Into the third set, locked up. Luchao with the serve. Who wants it the most? That was great placement initially from Henderson.
Yeah, good variation on that return. Alex lifting that ball up a little. Just could be a little tired. I can just maybe concentration lacking slightly. Here we go, another big point.
Yeah, the fist goes up. Another one for Henderson. Crowd comes alive here in Tauranga. He's a local boy, formerly of Tauranga Boys College.
Oh, great point. What a recovery.
Great positioning.
So yeah, look, momentum is with Max at this stage.
It's incredible how much momentum can change in the game of table tennis.
Very quickly.
From point to point.
Series of points just takes a game out. Here comes that Stellan Bengtsson serve again. Oh no, it's a little one, little tomahawk. Sweat on the table, looks like.
Just a request
Wipe it off.
from Max Henderson to take a cloth to the table to remove the sweat.
Could be on his bat,
His
possibly. You can't play if there is moisture on your bat. Ball will not grip on the bat if there's moisture there at all. Just trying to dry his bat. And away we go.
Second serve.
Reverse pendulum, well handled by Alex. A bit of a safe rally by both players there.
No one willing to attack beyond the passive. Waiting for the mistake.
Yeah, well, Alex doesn't make many mistakes. I think Max has got to continue attacking hard. Short serve, long return, Alex in. That's a stronger attack this time. I think that's better for Alex. If he does that, Max is going to struggle in those rallies.
We had the C-grade men's singles earlier today. Due to our retirement, the winner was Jonathan Lee of the North Shore. He can celebrate a title here, whereas Griffin Buchanan of Canterbury was unable to play. So congratulations goes out to Jonathan Lee in taking out that C-grade final. This is the under-21s final, two of the best in the country going head-to-head here in Tauranga.
And it looks like they've got a timeout going at the moment.
You're only allowed one a match.
One per player per match, yep. And Max, I would say, is taking his. I don't think Alex feels that he needs one.
He doesn't need to go and have a chat with himself in the corner.
Yeah, that's right. He's his own coach in this match, so I think he's comfortable with his advisor.
What do you think Paul is saying to his son Max right now?
I'm not sure we can repeat it on camera.
Without the expletives.
Oh no, look, he'll just be encouraging him to stay positive. You can't actually say a whole lot at this point. Max isn't doing much wrong. I think he's just got to stay positive, get in with his attack, keep moving. Nice return from Max. That's with Alex under pressure.
Oh,
what a response from Alex.
3 lovely backhands that time from Max Henderson that would have fooled anyone else apart from Alex Luchal.
Look at that. That's a great return. Max attacking. Alex counter-attacks. Around he comes. Winner. Max did nothing wrong. Short serve, and that catches Max out again, leaving it open for the easy winning plays.
Starting to get control of this match is Alex Luchal, now leading 8-4.
And you can see there that the returner serve was caused problems in the rally, and you can't recover from that. If your return is weak, you're going to be on the defense the whole time, and that's how it normally ends up.
Henderson serving.
What a backhand. Alex survives it, and then outmaneuvers him into the middle, pulling away now.
So just 2 points away from taking out the North Island table tennis title is Alex Luchal. The service is with Max Henderson needing to find something very special indeed.
Oh, heavy topside and great return short. Wow.
Power.
Sets it up with the backhand opener, steps around and hooks a forehand side spin winner down the line. Here is the nice backhand, and watch the side spin on this. Look at it curl away.
So much pace, so difficult to hit. In fact, almost hard to see.
It was a blur, wasn't it? Oh, nice serve. Great return, Max just miscues.
The reality is starting to set in for Max Henderson.
Yeah.
Down 5-10 in the fourth, down
Up
one
against
set to 2. Giving the ball to Alex Luchal to serve for the match.
Trademark Max Henderson smile there just before this point begins. Here we go. Wow, short serve, great positive return.
That's why he was smiling, Barry Griffiths.
He knew he was going to do that?
I think he's been teasing us. He just likes to have that 5-point lead and then battle his way back.
Well, yeah, another 6 points in a row and he'll be out of trouble.
Serving is Henderson.
Long serve. Oh, what a return. Can you believe
Got
it?
the point over the tape. He'll take it.
Alex is ripped off. He
doesn't look happy with that one.
No, he played a perfect return. Max was miles out of position, and he is saved by the net. Look at Alex's face. Oh, dear.
Henderson serving.
Here we
needing
go.
to win the point to stay in the game.
Short serve, short return. And topspin. Another point. And
3 in a row.
Especially that one before with the net that saved him. How must Alex be feeling?
Well, I can tell you how Max Henderson's feeling. He is pumped. He's talking to himself, saying, "You can do it, Max."
Yeah, well, yeah,
he's
he's nodding.
Dusted,
he's
he,
nodding
4
to you.
points ago?
Yeah, he's done and dusted. They got the towel break. Alex is thinking, how could that net have gone over? This is not fair.
He needs to put that behind him. You can't think about that at this stage of the game. All he needs to do is play his natural game of table tennis, and the title is his.
It's hard to put it aside if you lose another point. It's like, oh, well, why did that go over? But you're right, you can't think about it. Good short serve and defensive by Alex. Why did he play a defensive shot? Got the ball he wanted. I'm sure he's feeling doubt now after that point that he felt was his to win the match.
Riding a wave of confidence now is Max Henderson.
Yeah, I can see in Alex's face there's doubt, there's licking of the lips, there's tension. Oh dear. I'm not confident for him here.
What a
rally to win the match. Well done, Alex.
He deserved that, Alex Luchal. He had to work so hard.
Didn't he work super hard for that?
Under the pump from Max Henderson, who fought back down 5 points in that final set. He was under pressure. There was tension. He had nothing to do. Henderson goes deep from the table.
What a dramatic finish.
What a magnificent game of table tennis.
And Max gives the camera a wave.
He loves the camera and the camera loves Max. Well done, 2 of the best players in the country. The future of table tennis right here and now. Coming to you live from Tauranga.
Look at Alex. What does it mean to him?
Means so much to him to be a title holder here at the North Island Table Tennis Championships in Tauranga. And what a magnificent tournament it has been. We have seen the best of the best between the 185 competitors, the youngest being 6, the most mature being 67. We've seen stars of the future and those looking to maintain their career. And the final match to entertain those all over New Zealand was the under-21 men's singles final, which goes in 3 sets to Alex Liu Chao of Auckland after a hard-fought win against Max Henderson of the Bay of Plenty. Thank you, table tennis fans. Appreciate all your company on behalf of Barry Griffiths, myself, and the Stream Shop team here along with Table Tennis New Zealand. Have a good one. Ka kite anō.
Thank you.